Hey everybody, welcome to the daily update for Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. Happy hump day. Everybody's waiting for Nvidia, which should be out by the time you watch this. I'm sure Nvidia is going to be out. And we're going to talk about that in just a second, but let's go look at today's action. And, we saw a little gap up here at the open, rallied, started to fail, and then we put a reversal in right above the lowest. Right there's the lowest close right there, right? That nice reversal there. And once we saw this igniting bar here, we saw the spread on the moving averages. We recaptured yesterday's high, a little bit of support there. And then it was pretty much, just a slow, steady grind all the way to the highs of the day. I was talking to subscribers yesterday. I've also put this on Twitter, and I said, I don't understand why everyone was freaking out on this pullback here. It was like just a 3-day orderly pullback. Nothing seemed to be wrong with it. And sure enough, today we got a nice pop. And we haven't even come back yet to the 23.6 level. Now, who knows what will happen with Nvidia? Things could change, but I don't know. There seemed like there was too much pessimism here in the market. There was another nice follow through here. This is something I talked to subscribers about yesterday, or the last 3 days actually. We talked about how you could play Tesla. So at the end of Monday, I put Tesla on the watch list. I said, look, we're going to look for a reversal somewhere in this area. And then yesterday I walked through how you could play this. You get that gap down on Tesla, right? And you're gapping down into an area where there's going to be some support. So you're looking for a reversal. You get this reversal here, you put in a higher low, and then on the break of this, you could get in. That's where you could start a position. Then you have the option to either sell some when you get back up to the underside here, to this resistance level, or sell a little bit at the end of the day. It all really depends on how you feel about the bar. And it was a pretty good reversal bar that was right off of a consolidation area. So, if you got in good here, you could hold the whole position overnight, or you could sell it, reduce your risk, and then hold it overnight to see if you get a gap up. And sure enough, today, you could have got out here, on this push here, or you could have just held it. And Tesla made a nice move closing at the highs of the day. And that's how you do it. That's how you cash flow trade. In this case, it's an oversold condition, but this is what we do every day here at the Lund. We're looking for opportunities, short-term opportunities that can move into swing trades if the market holds up and if the technicals support it. But the important thing is nobody was in, we weren't looking, Tesla went to the, Tesla was on the green list here, stayed here the whole way, came off here on this gap down, and then we're out of the way. Like, you don't want to sit here in this area, right? You want to wait until it gets to a spot where it makes sense to take another shot at it to see if it's a little oversold. And this one just happened to work out perfect. So, all right, let's just talk real quick about Nvidia. I see a lot of hyper focusing on Nvidia, like Nvidia, the stock. And I think what's more important is Nvidia, the ecosystem. What they say on the call today is not going to be so important to Nvidia. I mean, yes, it will move the stock short term, but it's more important to the narrative. Is the AI build out still accelerating, right? Or are we slowing it? Nvidia itself is basically an economic indicator, because there's really no other trade in the market right now. Every single trade that is in the market right now, or at least the best trades that are in the market now, are related somehow to the AI build out, whether it's data centers, whether it's energy. I mean, there's some space aspect too, but it's all interconnected. It all has to do with chips. So I wouldn't be so hyper focused on what Nvidia says about their company, their financials, and what the stock itself does, as much as what the broader outlook is. What's the narrative that they're talking about? Remember, we're always focusing on technicals, but when you have a super strong narrative that lines up with the technicals, that's the best of both worlds. So we'll see if what they say today still supports what's going on in some other areas. All right, let's go over here.